know what, I just realized. I've never reviewed any of the Phantoka sets, ever. So let's start off strong with Kopaka Phantoka. Is this a perfect, top-tier LEGO set? Are the pieces in this set any good? And can you use them to build your own custom creations? And I mean, is it even possible to revamp this thing and make it even better than the original set? Well, let's discuss all of that in today's episode, shall we? This set is sick. We got some stylish looking wings that can pop out, very nice. We've also got a bit of a different weapon. It's not as flashy or as grand as some of the weapons that we see on his other Phantoka buddies, but this is still cool. It's a typical Midax Sky Blaster, but it's got a blizzard blade coming out of the edge. Small, simple, but still very effective. And you gotta love a good Midax Sky Blaster. I mean, who doesn't love firing these bad boys? I also really do like this mask design. It's continuing some of the tropes that we saw across other versions of Kopaka, most notably, of course, the scope eye. But I love how they're advancing this forward. They're looking to make it feel fresh and different, and they did it in probably the best way they could. Now the scope eye has this bar connection built into it, and you can attach this trans-red lightsaber in the middle. I mean, that's just cool. A big old laser eye? I love it. Ooh, but you know what? You could totally change this up. Let me get out my drawer of bar connection pieces and see how many different variants we can get. Ooh, how stylish does trans light blue look? The trans green is quite nice too. You can get a lot of good stuff here. I mean, isn't this great? A mask that looks, pretty good on its own, but it gives you that little extra something so that you have room to further personalize it or further customize it. You don't get many masks that let you do that. You'd think with the ability to enhance this in your own unique way, you'd think that people would use this way more in their own creations. But this mask is criminally underrated. No one ever uses this. It's strange, because I love this. Look at all the stuff you can do with it. I mean, you can even use solid color bars instead of translucent ones. You can even play with 3 long bars instead of 4 long ones. The possibilities are endless. It's so sick. And something else that's pretty sick is the main play feature of the Phantoka sets. If you buy the Matoran counterpart, in this case it's our boy Solek, you can turn Kopaka around and you'll notice these little connection points at the back here. You can link these onto Solek's torso, and then he can kind of piggyback on top and fly around with him. I mean, that's just cute, but something else that's nice is it does offer Kopaka a little bit of an engine boost, taking advantage of Solek's jetpack, and his wings are a little bit more enhanced, which probably gives him more maneuverability and speed. I mean, isn't that fantastic? One downside about this set though is there is limited posability. This is the arm fully outstretched. If you try to bend it up, that's as far as it can go. It can't move any further back. Which maybe isn't the end of the world, but the reason I'm a little bit about this is that it does make it just that little bit harder to pose the character, especially with his blaster weapon. Because the arm can only move so much, there's only so many poses you can pose the blaster in, which is kind of a shame. But I mean, hey, everything else about this set looks brilliant, so I can live with it. Hey look, Kopaka's awesome. Every version of him is peak. And you know what else is awesome? The pieces that come in this set. Let's see what you get and how you can use them in your own custom LEGO creations. I kinda offhandedly mentioned this piece before, it's that Blizzard Blade. You can of course attach a lightsaber bar to this, you would have seen that before, so that's quite nice. But that's not the only thing that you can put inside this. Renuf has a clever little design here. He takes this piece and he puts it on the tail. If we zoom in a little bit, you can see it right here. This blue rubber blade piece, it comes on the Hero Factory set Dragon Bolt. This guy. And yeah, attaching that onto the silver blade, it adds a nice amount of bulk to this tail. If you didn't have that on, it might feel just that little bit too skinny. This helps it flow in with the rest of the design and it just looks really good. Or perhaps you can do what Monarth has done, using these as wings for a Nui Rama revamp. This is simple, but very effective. I mean, they do look pretty good as wings. We'll keep the silver vibes going with this nice looking wing piece. I mean, they do look good as wings, but they also look good here on this mock by Velociraptor. Yeah, if you're looking for some sort of, I don't know, exotic leg design, perhaps you could just put these wing pieces on them. It looks good, and I mean, it is a very different way of building some legs. It gets the job done, and it looks phenomenal. That's everything you want, isn't it? Kopaka's torso uses this nice gunmetal Enika torso element. And Doom District, he shows us just how good this can look on a lower leg design. I like that this adds a nice amount of bulk to this character. It makes the legs feel heavy, they have weight to them. And on top of all of it, it just looks good. It's a nice design. Now, check out these leg and arm pieces. You get 4 of them in this set. Velociraptor has used them again on this leg design. And I appreciate how he's covering up a lot of this piece with some other pieces, and of course that blue Mark Surge leg armor piece. It's good because it really forces you to focus on the edge of this leg piece. And doesn't that just look amazing? Those 3 flowing lines, they've got such a dynamic energy to them. It helps make the leg design feel so much more, dynamic and fancy. It's always good to see people using a piece, but covering up a good amount of it. Hiding some of the bits you don't want and just focusing on the bits that you like, it's sometimes the perfect way to use pretty much any Lego piece. Another funky part in this set is this white foot piece. Patrick Biggs uses it for a rather interesting torso design. Yeah, this is a very irregular shape for a torso design, but I think it does fit in with the very speedy and fast vibes of this racing character. So if you want to make a torso design that is a little bit out there, a little bit different, then perhaps you should consider using this piece yourself. You could do a similar torso design, I believe in you. And finally, Kopaka's back uses one of these silver Enika shoulder armor pieces. And check out what Trickmox has done on their Tower of Magnetism. You get 2 of these, you put them side by side, and you get a very nice looking gauntlet. I do like the look of that. So all in all, Kopaka is amazing. It's a fairly nice selection of pieces. What more could you ask for? Well, a good quality revamp would be the other thing I'd ask for, so why don't we check that out? This is built by Vio Halkas. And dang dude, this slaps! I mean, the set already had a giant blaster as its weapon. It kinda just makes sense that you would keep that going, but make it a little bit more realistic. And I mean, what a perfect fit. This looks sensational. And so do these updated wings. Adding in jet boosters was a pretty good choice. I quite like the bulk that these white Rakshi feet add here on the back. It's a nice touch. If you're not familiar with this piece, of course, it's the feet on this specific Rakshi set. And actually, let's take a look at these boosters from this angle. Up top, you'll notice some of these light bluish grey system pieces. You know, sometimes the smallest little hints of system is enough to just completely elevate your mock. It can just drastically improve things so much. I love to see it. I also love how in some of these shots, he appears to be holding 2 individual blasters. It's fun to see a mock decked out with a small little arsenal. It's also cool to see how he tucks them behind his back in this shot right here. I mean, it's one thing to give your mock a bunch of weapons, but it's another thing to make sure those weapons can still fit on the body and look cool with how you've put them on as well. That may seem quite trivial and quite simple, but I think that's very impressive. And it looks cool. Oh, and of course, the scope eye has been updated, and this time we haven't got a lightsaber bar. No, we've got 3 translight blue studs. I really liked the lightsaber bar, but this is way better. That's so cool. What an amazing upgrade. This takes that original idea, this original set, and somehow makes it so much better. Fantastic work. So, that's Kopaka Phantoka. I'll have to review a few more Phantoka sets because, they're so good. Now, if you need a little bit more inspiration, be sure to take a look at the links in the description below. There you can find the social media of everyone I spoke about today, so go and check out some of the other stuff they've done and continue to get more and more inspiration. But that's it for now, guys. Happy building, and bye for now.